What up, though?
What up, what up, what up?
Welcome back to the Str8 Shoot'N podcast, the #1 podcast in the city of Detroit. Y'all know how we do each and every day, well, each and every Tuesday. We pop it off with I am DRE.
John Q in this bitch, what up, though?
And this your girl, Keys.
Frank G in the building.
What up, what up?
And we got special guest Kimberly Hicks in the building.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What up?
Owner of Her Dress Is. We'll be getting into an interview with her in a little bit. But right now, you know how we pop it off every day. Well, what the fuck is with that every day?
Every day?
Every Tuesday.
Every
What you
Tuesday.
think you is, the breakfast slubs?
How was y'all weekend?
Not too bad. Go ahead. Hey, look.
President's
No,
dinner.
let's start with Keys.
No, ladies
The
first.
president.
Come on,
Let's
no,
start
come on.
She done took my
I
chair
already
and
said
shit.
I'm running the show tonight. I'm in the president's chair, so I go first.
Go
So,
ahead. Go
so
ahead.
with that being said, what the fuck did I do this weekend? I just had a mishap.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Joe didn't remember.
listen, no, I cleaned up.
Look, she ain't gonna tell the truth.
I cleaned up.
She ain't gonna tell the truth what the fuck she did and shit.
Right.
The whole weekend?
Oh, I'm
Friday,
sorry. I
Saturday,
do
and
remember. My bad. I did. I went to Chopping It Up podcast Friday.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out to Chopping It Up.
Shout out.
They had a good ass podcast again.
We gotta go on there, right?
Y'all, we gotta go.
You gotta set it up then. We gotta go on there and go holler at them.
they had a live ass show. After
Okay.
that, I went to Floods, and then I went to a couple of other little spots. So I went kind of hopping around Friday.
Okay.
Saturday I didn't do nothing because Friday was hangover.
Recovery.
And Sunday,
Saturday was.
what'd you do Sunday?
Sunday was cleaning.
You went and got a
Cleaning.
tire. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember that shit? You went and got a
Yeah.
Why
tire.
did you remind me of that? Was
Oh,
some
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
The
we gotta go
edible
in
was
on
kicking
that.
in.
I ended
See?
up coming out of $206 for one fucking tire, bro.
What?
That was horrible.
I
It
thought
ended
you
up being
said it was 160.
it ended up being 206 at the end.
They
It was just all type of
So we
fucking
know what you talking about and shit.
taxes on there. So y'all definitely got to put them on blast.
Oh yeah, no. Hey, look.
What was it? Monroe Tire Company.
What you saying, Westland?
And Westland, Michigan. Y'all do not go to them. They will try to fuck you over if you are a woman. I had one flat tire, and they told me in order to change my one flat tire, I have to buy all 4 new tires. And they was on the phone. They all heard me say
Bullshit.
it.
Yeah, it was some bullshit.
It was some straight bullshit.
Yeah, so don't go fuck with them suckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At
most
all.
definitely.
What about you, Frank?
Uh-oh.
Frank had a pretty good weekend. I went and did a church show real quick. Walked in, said, won't he do it? And Jesus
Won't, won't he do it,
hit him
Sister
real
Betty?
quick. Right. And then I went house hunting.
Okay,
Oh, that's
okay.
what's up.
You about to move?
You know what? I've been looking for a house for a minute, and
Okay.
the process is real frustrating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only because at this point you're not gonna walk into any equity,
Right.
and I'm only gonna I get outbid on a lot of shit,
Okay.
because I'm only willing to pay so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I want to stay in a certain area. I even went and looked in Southwest Detroit, but I don't want to live around my people. So you know what I'm saying? I love Mexicans, but hey, no, I'm gonna stay in the suburbs. So
What burbs you looking at in?
I was actually looking in Dearborn Heights, that kind of thing, you know, because at this point it comes down to want versus need.
Yeah.
Look, I want to ask you something, and why do like the Mexicans would not leave Southwest?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Place you see
I'm gonna
that.
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Real talk, because I got friends who've been there 30 years,
Yeah.
and they figure everybody on their block has been there forever.
Okay.
And they've got no problems. They had no problems. You know what I'm saying? So me, I look at it totally different. But there's people who've moved to the suburbs and moved back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with the hood no more. You know what I'm saying? I go down to E&L Meats to get tortillas and stuff like that, and that's it. That's it. You know, so, and I'm looking because I want to buy a motorcycle this summer.
Okay.
You know, something I never thought I'd do.
Okay.
I don't want that bitch stolen.
Right. Yeah. That's great. I asked you that because I got a few friends that's Mexicans that live over in Southwest. And I asked them that, and they just be like, I don't know.
Have they ever mistaken you for one? Did they ever?
Hell yeah!
Listen,
Real shit. This is Hector Ramirez.
Yeah,
He been Hector since we was a kid.
They won't mistake me for nothing because they're Mexican, so they know.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
but they
now average other black people might mistake me or whatever, but they know they Mexican. They know I ain't Mexican.
So they know you're not Mexican.
But see, here's the thing. They might not mistake you here, but I used to live in New York.
Okay.
So in New York, you could be Cuban.
Puerto Rican.
You could be Puerto Rican. You can be Dominican. You know what I'm
So
saying?
they'll start speaking Spanish to his ass.
They'll start speaking Spanish to you right off
but
the
that's
rip.
funny though you say that because I was in last year I was in Virgin Islands and I went into the shop or whatever the stores they downtown there in St. Thomas, and it was a Mexican girl who worked in there. As soon as we walked through the door, she just immediately started talking Spanish to me and shit. And she like, oh, she like, you're not Spanish? I'm like, no. She like, I thought you were Spanish. I'm sorry.
You know, and you think there's racism among black people. There's racism among Latino people.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, real talk.
And
Like,
white people too.
Well,
Shit, they're like a motherfucker.
Mexicans from Mexico hate Mexican Americans.
Yep.
So if you don't wear cowboy boots and like a cowboy hat and show up on a donkey, you're not a true Mexican to them. Like, I done seen some motherfuckers that just came across the border when I was getting tacos. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he just got off the donkey. God dog.
But that's crazy though. It's the same way with black people though. Like, like that's how like Africans and Jamaicans,
Caribbeans and stuff like
Yeah.
that look at
So
us
it's
and
like,
shit. Yeah.
But see,
It's been a big thing and shit that's been going on and shit like in the diaspora. Like you have a guy like Tariq Nasheed or whatever on this show and stuff, and he'll have people calling in and he just check them like, look, y'all, for 1 minute y'all call us like Akadas, y'all don't fuck with us and this, that, and other and shit. You know, you got all this derogatory shit on us, but it's like, well, let's be real. If y'all culture was really that popping, why the fuck y'all over here? Why y'all still at, you know what I'm saying? Ain't, you know, so yeah, it's a big deal and shit between, say, everybody and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. Say the Protestants and shit, you know what I'm saying, been beefing with the fucking Catholics forever. So all this racism shit, you know what I'm saying? Look at the Brahmins and then the motherfucking the damn pariahs or whatever, or the other underclass and shit in India. So you got all this caste system everywhere, man. So it don't even fucking it's really retarded as shit. You know what I mean?
In my case, and let me say this too. My mom's Mexican and my dad is black.
Right.
Okay. Southwest Detroit, poverty has no color.
Right.
But when you get outside of Southwest Detroit and I come around black people, they don't consider me black.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm skating at Northland, I'm skating on the east side. Like they like this the only Latino coming over here. But I'll go to any hood and feel comfortable.
Right.
Yeah. But they won't show me that love because of the color of my skin. You feel me?
But you
It's
know
like
what,
you
though?
don't.
Which is crazy because that's even a deeper matter and shit if you look at it and shit, because we all melanated and we all came from, say, genetically and shit, the same fucking people. So, which a lot of our own people don't even know who the fuck they are. So they'll look at you and be like, oh, he's fucking Mexican. It's like, no, he's probably an Aboriginal, just like the fuck your people was. But you automatically want to assume that everybody came from fucking Africa and shit.
I
which
agree.
Genetically and shit, everybody did and shit. You know what I'm saying? But however, culturally,
we were
for
still,
fucking thousands of years, you know what I'm saying? We already been over here in fucking America.
already over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Brought slaves and shit over.
Yep.
All right. Well, how was your weekend, Q?
Mine wasn't too bad and shit, man. I've been working back, like I said, and shit on Maine the Tycoon second album. So we just trying to get all that stuff together. We got about 3 more songs to work on. Some videos to pop off, arrangement, you know, and all that kind of stuff. What else I do? I went out to eat, of course, worked out, and yeah, I got a couple of announcements coming and stuff during our sponsorship. So I've been expanding my brand and stuff like that in the past couple of days. So it kind of like came to fruition. So that's pretty much about it, man. What about you?
Well, Friday, man, I went to my son, his brother, actually, cage fighter. So they had an event down at the soundboard at Motor City Friday, and so I was down there. That shit was nice, man. It was it reminded you of the UFC. It was just like, you know what I'm saying. And there was a few fights, but I saw this crazy ass fight, man. This shit was crazy. This was right after who I went there to see after his fight. So it was 2 guys fighting. The one dude kept kicking the dude in the nuts. So the second time he
Like,
did it, the ref
yeah.
stopped this shit, right? So he was off to the side of the ring and just sitting there for like 15 minutes. The crowds got all restless and everything and shit. So when he finally got up, man, that motherfucker immediately ran over there, jumped up, kneed my man in his face, and knocked him out. It was over.
Wow.
Serious?
I mean,
Damn.
Like
you
that
can't
quick.
keep on, you can't just keep on kneeing motherfuckers in the nuts. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Well,
what I'm
that's an
saying?
illegal blow in the
Yeah,
UFC.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can't make groin contact, or you can't make like gouge eyes.
Yeah,
Those
well, it
are-
was
yeah.
illegal there too because they
Yeah.
was telling. That's why they separated. And then Saturday, man, I was at the store earlier. Then I talked to my daughter. She ended up being sick, so she had to go to the hospital. So I had to get my grandkids, my 2 granddaughters. I had them all weekend.
Okay.
So I had an eventful weekend. I couldn't say it was boring. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. What about you, Kim?
Kim set up at Westland over the weekend,
Okay.
as we mentioned before. So Friday I had to set up. Saturday selling dresses. Sunday it's a little slower, but same thing.
Okay.
Nothing fun, nothing entertaining.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right.
So we gonna get into
Send a shout out to Doc real quick though. Send a shout out to Doc.
Yeah.
Doc
Send
ain't
a
here.
shout out to Doc.
We hope you feel better, Doc.
You ain't feeling too good, but you know we gonna hold it down for him and shit.
Hope
Say
you feel better,
podcasting family
Caesar.
up in here. You know what I'm saying?
eating them bananas and shit over there.
He
So.
done had that raw ass. That's what he done
Probably
had.
died.
You know what I'm saying? He done ate the wrong raw ass. You know what I'm saying?
You can't eat raw
They
ass
offer
during
him while he
Easter.
eat
You're supposed to.
You know, let him tell it, man. I eat the baddest asses of the asses. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching the 10 Commandments. You can't. That's the coldest movie right
Hey,
there.
my mother
Yeah.
was telling me that, like, I'm watching Ten Commandments. You watch because we used to watch it when
Yeah.
I was young.
Mhm.
Moses,
Nah,
that's the
yeah,
coldest
yeah.
right there. Doc, you cannot eat raw ass during Easter.
That is not
lit.
part of Lent. You might get some lint on your ass from some ass on your tongue, but yeah.
So let's get into our sponsors right quick. This episode of the Str8 Shoot'N podcast is brought to you by Str8 Fashion. You can find Str8 at 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 180, or you can go on either Facebook or YouTube. We on both. We also Str8Fashion.com. Come down, check us out. We have a lot of high-end items, and it's our items. Like we have our own brand, so it's no one else except for one of the designers for Str8. She has her own collection, Latricia Mayan. She sells her some of her collection there as well, and then also we have Yuma Glow, so there, which is a skin product, a black-owned company, all natural products, and so come check us out. And I'm sure you're gonna love what you see. We also sponsored by Berlin Street Bar and Grill. They are located in Detroit on 7 Mile Road, near Southfield Freeway. Go check them out. I think they're open from Thursdays through Sundays.
Thursday
Through Sunday. Go check them out. They brought us some food up here last week. Appreciate that. And
Thanks a
actually,
lot.
one of the owners is going to be a guest co-host next week on the show.
All right.
So, yep. So, and we're also sponsored by
Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness. All right. So if y'all looking for some apparel, some personal training, also, like I said, hey, I had an announcement. If you're looking for any kind of like supplements, as far as weight loss supplements, detoxing supplements, skincare supplements, anything like that, you can also reach me on gamg.firstfitness.com along with gamg.shop. All right. And like I said, I'm expanding my brand or whatever. So if you're looking for even say some CBD oil and stuff like that for like if you got inflammation in your joints, you having problems sleeping and so forth, just holler at me. I got some of everything. And like I said, if you're looking for some personal training, definitely come holler at me. All right. And then we also have 8, which is All Problems Eliminated. This is a home repair and restoration company. So if you need any kind of work done in your house, garage, anything like that or whatever, you know, give T. Lanier a call at area code 623-223-3943. All right. And then also we have Modern Greek Salad Bar. All right. This is in Dearborn. The address is 22001 Michigan Avenue in Dearborn. Like I said, this is a great restaurant. All right. If y'all looking for like some of the best like lamb chops, rice bowls, salads, anything you can think of, good fries, all that kind of stuff, whatever, holla at them. They on Instagram, Facebook, and so forth. All right. And we are also sponsored this week by
Alpha Buzz, Detroit cannabis expert. So if you're looking for the best medicinal or recreational cannabis products, check them out at www.alphabuds.com. That's ALPHABUDDZ. They can also be found on Instagram and or Facebook. So make sure y'all check them out.
And let's not forget fresh ball spray.
And fresh ball spray. That's from everything's in. So hey, look, everything's in. So if you want some clean balls, definitely holler at it.
All summer long, fresh nuts.
And if you would like to be a sponsor for the Str8 Shoot'N podcast, you can reach us at the Str8 Shoot'N podcast at gmail.com. That's STR, the number 8, SHOOTN podcast at gmail.com. We'll reply back to you with sponsorship packages, and you want to be heard by over 30,000 people, definitely want to get on it. So right now we about, was it shot of the day?
Shot of the day.
So
Shot of the day.
we about to have the shot of the day. We actually, before we do this, I want to thank our guest Kimberly Hicks for bringing us a bottle in here today.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Pop
That's
bottles
what's up.
tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's the first guest ever brought us a bottle. We appreciate that.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, y'all. Everybody, yep.
So what do we?
She
what is
bringing
this for?
bottles?
Yeah.
Bottles?
What is this? What are we toasting to?
Shit, to our guests, we're bringing a bottle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's what's up. You know what I mean? How about that? You know what I'm saying?
So right now,
all right.
we gonna hop into the shooting the shit segments, where we talk about
time to
some
shoot the
crazy
shit
shit that's going
straight
on that you
shooting
would
pop.
not believe.
It's time to shoot the shit with Str8 Shoot'N podcast.
All right, so this week our Str8 Shoot'N story is about how the government is paying farmers to destroy their crops purposely. They're actually sending farmers checks to destroy their crops and contribute to this food shortage, this so-called food shortage, and that's manufactured mainly by the government and however they doing it. So, because there's a lot of shit going on with this. So, even before we even get into the topic of it, I just want to make sure I tell y'all, go out, get you some seeds, grow your shit, because they about to pull some bullshit. So be prepared for it. You don't want to be caught slipping. But yes, it's farmers' videos of it where they're purposely destroying crops all across the country, and I'm sure you can guess who's mostly behind it. Mr. Bill Gates himself.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, like, just really think about this. So this goes back to what we were talking about with that Jada and Will shit being a distraction. Yeah. So all these distractions happening, they pulling all this bullshit behind our back.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable. So now they don't want you paying attention to the real shit, so they can keep running game on us and do what they doing. Now, it's not even just the U.S. It's already a shortage over in China. Well, I just saw a video the other day where they were nutting up because all the grocery stores was closed. They couldn't get food. They was like, they out of food. The people was hollering all out of the apartment buildings, all type of stuff. So this is a global thing that's being planned. And it was people from Europe saying the same, the farmers from over there saying the same thing the farmers are over here, that they're getting paid to destroy the crops. It's just, man,
Going back to what you said, everybody should learn how to grow something.
Yeah.
And when I say something, I mean even if it's something as simple as a tomato. And the reason why it can be something as simple as a tomato, because if everybody's growing different things, y'all can start trading shit off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely going to be a point where we're going to need to have those things in place,
Right.
for sure.
So you falling for that, don't fall for that food shortage shit.
But you know what though? It's really crazy that a lot of people haven't even been paying attention. They've been speaking about this shit for the longest, and it's like you can't see that they've been inducing this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
you know, so
everybody
like when the
can't see
media.
that.
I mean, just like what I'm saying is like, okay, for like months now, you know what I'm saying? You've been hearing all these stories about how the shelves and stuff like that being empty and all that. They try to blame this shit on like the truckers first. But it's like, hold on, you know, when you have these farmers and shit being told hey, you're not going to get no money from us or whatever unless you go ahead and burn your crops and stuff like that or whatever. So they putting these farmers and shit in a no-win situation. So what I'm saying is this has been going on for a while, and now, you know, they've been speaking about it in the media all the time, you know, to get people like to normalize this shit. But at the same time, they still want you to be dependent on them. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy as hell. So even if you look at it like on say like cryptocurrency, right? So cryptocurrency for the most part was supposed to have been designed for you to actually have your own autonomy and shit for how you know, do your own personal transactions and stuff like that. So you don't have people actually monitoring, you know, your transactions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be connected to the actual central bankers and stuff like that that's controlling every damn thing. So of course, you know, they had to go ahead and put up some scary shit. Oh yeah, this, that, and other. The crypto is doing this, the crypto doing that, this, that, and other. Now we got to regulate the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, everything that they doing or whatever is all about to have our, like, people just in general dependent on them. You know what I'm saying? And they want to control every damn thing. That's what all this shit was all about. You know what I mean?
Not to mention, so now they're also telling farmers that you can't sell chickens. So the last chickens and eggs they got to sell that and can't sell any no more after that, because they're going to sell their own chickens, the government, and they're putting the virus. Yeah. I mean the vaccine inside of the chickens. And you can look it up.
Hey, but
that's true. That's true. Yeah, they've been pushing that bird flu lately too. So if you pay attention, they've been talking a lot about the bird flu.
They said the avian flu. That's what they said. They said that shit, and then I think I just sent you something earlier today and shit saying that they actually, I think it was a story out there in like Great Britain somewhere, and it was an actual news story, and they were saying, hey, we might have an actual cure for the virus and stuff like that. Guess by how though? Head lice treatment. So so they was explaining like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's actually been working against SARS and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And it's like, well, most melanated people don't contract, say, head lice. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just quite naturally. So just figure that one out. But that's something totally different. But yeah, so this, and then look, I seen another story actually today. So I'm always on some shit. They're like, okay, believe it or not, your breath, like when you breathe in and stuff like that, can actually say kill viruses alone. So that goes right there and shit while they was having people putting on fucking masks. How about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
How about that? Yeah. So
you just gotta, man.
Everywhere you turn, they on some fuckery. It's like, you know, one thing that kind of pissed me off is like, if you look at it, none of these governments want peace on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They want people to be distracted. They want people to be upset. They want people to be divided. They want all the masses to be on some bullshit so they can control people. You know what I'm saying? With their major one, their number one apparatus, which is the media, TV, radio, and so forth. You know what I mean?
For those who think I'm bullshitting about Bill Gates or whatever, you still look it up. But just think about this. Bill Gates is not even for meat. He pushed that Impossible meat and all that fake ass food and this and that. So why would he buy up all this farmland across the country if he's pushing fake meat and don't want you to even eat that? That don't make sense. Yeah. Why would you buy? Well, that's because he know now he can control this and do what he need to do.
But you remember that he announced like some months ago to say all the elites, quote unquote, or whatever, for them to go ahead and start eating, say, all this synthetic food and say GMO food and all this kind of stuff like that or whatever. And he actually got some pushback from them. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just watch what y'all doing, man. You know, like everything that's out here that's supposed to be good for you or whatever. Look at the labels. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the labels. Stuff that's even supposed to be, say, quote unquote organic or vegan and stuff like that. Look at the labels. You know what I'm saying? So, because they slide some bullshit on there or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Can I add something to that? Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
Part of the problem is most of the information that we receive is from the people that's pushing the false information. And so what y'all talking about, most of the people I talk to don't know anything about this. So you have to search for alternative source of media to receive what you know. So even on my way here, I listened to a podcast called X22, and he talks about all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I know about it, and I just sit and listen to a lot of people because you can't really have these conversations with people because they like, nah, that's not what CNN said. CNN said.
Everybody, it's not meant for everybody to even receive the information either.
I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, look, if y'all listening, hey, y'all want to listen to some real information or whatever, some alternative information, it's a couple people or whatever I definitely will recommend and shit. KTL is one, okay? That is red pill and blue pill, okay? Then you have Brother Rich 363. You have Tariq Nasheed. You have the Black Authority. You have Professor Black Truth. You have Urban X. If y'all want to know any kind of information on a lot of things that people are really deciphering and really can point to you to some of the things that's really going on, check them out. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, this is one of the people that I support right here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is Red Pillar. He's a twin out of New York. They've been going in constantly.
Check
you know
out Boyce Watkins too.
Boyce Watkins,
Forbidden Knowledge, Billy Carson.
Billy Carson,
Orion Daystar.
Yep.
All of them can be found on Instagram. You can check them out and don't just believe what we saying. Look it up for yourself.
No, just check it out for
You can
yourself.
see for yourself that we not just feeding shit down y'all throat thinking it's some bullshit.
Yep, just check it out for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? If y'all getting tired of the same old. Hey, look, if y'all tired of being, y'all don't want the motherfucking goddamn producer all in the videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here to Death Row, goddamn.
They pride themselves on minorities being unaware. You know themselves. They pride themselves on the fact that, well, they don't watch TV. They don't do this.
Exactly.
Just like white people don't want to believe that the CIA was the biggest cocaine dealer in America and still is the biggest cocaine dealer in America. The government is running that shit.
Our military guards those poppy fields.
And whatever makes money, the government is going to put their hand in it. Now, all of a sudden, weed is legal. Why? Because we want our peace. Prostitution in Germany is legal because we getting our cut. So whatever they feel they can make money on,
they gonna do it.
They gonna do it.
So just make sure y'all research as much as possible, and don't fall for these distractions. If y'all notice, it's been distraction after another. It started with COVID. Not saying COVID, the virus itself, is not actually real, but the overhype to it was a distraction. And then it came to that from
Ukraine shit, then the Will Smith shit. Now today,
you barely even hear about COVID.
Look, then today while I'm on my way here, whatever y'all hear about, say the shit that happened in New York. You know what I'm saying? So that's another damn distraction. You know what I'm saying?
This is exactly why I unplugged. I recently took I unplugged myself from Instagram, all social media. All of that shit is a distraction.
You know, especially when you're trying to do some inner work. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, it's like you still gotta kind of like understand what's really going on eventually or whatever and shit. But when you're trying to do that inner work, you don't need no distraction. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I mean? So, cause sometimes and shit, you know, like even the people that we gave, like say information, you know, like their plugs and stuff like that to listen to. I just want people to get an alternative viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? And then just decipher for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't agree with everything that everybody says. You know what I'm saying? Just in general or whatever. But it will sometimes open up your mind and open up, say, you know, the will for you to maybe even do your own research and stuff like that and look up some of the information that they put out here, because you're not going to get it from the same old lame ass media that's part of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you know what? Listen to Kevin Samuels, because he know what the fuck he talking about.
That's another distraction within himself. Don't listen to him. He's a distraction.
That was an amazing distraction.
Fuck that nigga too.
Agreed.
I was hoping that edible kicked in.
It started to. You gonna get it started. All right, we're gonna hop into our interview right now with Miss Kimberly Hicks. Give it up for Kimberly Hicks. If y'all follow her on Facebook, she's under Sister Kimmy on there, and her line is Her Dress Is. Check it out.
Yeah. Hey, look, when I actually went on your page to research you or whatever, right, I see you with this nun outfit on, right? I said, I wonder if she is really either a nun or she just on some crazy shit.
No, let me tell you how that happened. That
Okay.
happened about 2 years ago. It was a filter from Snapchat.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Around Halloween.
Okay.
That's why I thought it was a Halloween.
That's what it was. And then I just went with it. And then I
Okay.
threw Sister Kimmy on there like,
Oh,
okay.
shit. Okay.
Even one of my Facebook friends like, you're a nun. I don't really see you as a nun. I see you more as a I said, girl, this is a joke. It was a
Before I started kind of looking, I said, no, she can't be a damn nun and shit. You know, she's selling
I was about
clothes.
to say, you
and
know
this,
she
that,
ain't
and
no nun.
You
About
see
to
some of
come
them
on
dresses?
the show.
you know what I mean? I'm like,
No,
oh,
she
No.
a cutie.
Thank you.
She you one of the nicest looking guests we had. I ain't gonna lie. She a cutie. I
Thank
ain't gonna
you.
hold them up.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, Frank.
Frank.
Frank over here trying to put in this bid on.
So tell everybody about yourself and your business.
All right. So, profession-wise, I'm a nurse. I'm a hospice nurse. I've been doing nursing over 20 years, or about 20 years now.
Okay.
I'm a hospice nurse. I started my boutique about a year ago. Always wanted to kind of get into the boutique thing. I think that's kind of like a heart's desire of a lot of young ladies.
Yeah.
Sold some clothes out my car to some of my coworkers. And matter of fact, one of my coworkers came up to Westland over the weekend. She's like, I still got that outfit you sold me.
Oh, damn.
And that was from like 09 to 2010 or something. I was
That's
like,
what's up, though.
So, hey, look,
What you doing?
you think she living back in those days or something?
No, definitely not. But she just mentioned, because she came out there to support to Westland, so she just mentioned that she still had that outfit. So, like I said, I started the boutique about a year ago. From the time I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this for real, legit, get me a site. And it's like from a month from the time I decided I'm going to do it until the time I launched. It was a month.
Okay.
And I didn't tell many people I was doing it. I launched it as a brunch. So I invited all my close family and friends to my house, and we did a brunch. And then I debuted my items, and that's how we launched Her Dress Is.
Okay. That's what's up.
So now you strictly online boutique right now, or you actually got a shop?
I am strictly online right now. Over the weekend, I did explore the vendor pop-up shop at Westland.
Okay.
It's inside. It's an experience at Westland Mall.
Okay.
And they have several vendors. So I checked that out. I toy with the idea of doing a brick and mortar, but that's kind of still up in the air right now.
Yeah, just take your time with it.
Yeah. Trust me, I understand the overhead, and as we was talking about before, we know business goes up and down.
Right,
so
right.
Yeah.
whether I make a sale or not, I know I'm still responsible for that rent.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself with this in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see Her Dress Is on the level of a Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Things, Boo Boo.
Okay.
I dream big.
Oh,
That's what you're supposed to.
Yeah.
You supposed to. Hey.
So, have anybody say that I would say like well known that people will probably know or whatever reached out to you and for your brand and stuff like that, or to wear your clothes for like different events or stuff like that?
They have
before?
not done that as of yet.
Okay, well, guess what? Y'all better go ahead and holler at her and be the first. You know what I'm saying? All right. What you talking about? We got a phone call?
We got a call already?
Oh, somebody probably want to talk to you, Kevin. Uh-oh.
How you doing,
Hello.
caller? Who's on the line?
Hello.
Hello?
Welcome to Straight Shooting. Oh, prank call.
They hung up.
Oh, ain't that a bit?
Damn.
Ain't that a bit?
Right.
No.
I have
All
a
right.
feeling they're gonna call back.
Call back. Whoever
Yeah,
it
call
was.
back, whoever.
They
You know
probably
what
got
I'm saying?
nervous. Somebody actually picked up.
Right, you know what I'm
Was the
saying?
wrong
Like,
number.
uh-oh.
They was about to be
Right.
like, Jesse there? So, you got into this industry, what'd you say, about a year ago, 2 years ago?
It was about a year ago, March.
Okay.
Okay. And it's something you always thought about doing?
I've always thought about doing it, and I kind of toyed with the idea. I've sold some clothes, I've sold some coats and stuff like that, but I could never, during that journey of selling out my car and selling to my coworkers, I could never really find vendors where I'm like, oh, this is it. So I kind of just did a hit or miss here and there.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. Are you like, so I know a lot of women who have boutiques, whatever this and that, they do not want to get their vendors up. Like they be trying to hold it in.
So, of course, nobody wants to give their vendors up. But here's the thing. I can give you my recipe, or I can give you my recipe, but, you still can't put it together. Like, so you can buy all those clothes. It's more to having a boutique than just being able to buy clothes and take pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll learn that. As you know, you got to have a strategy to sell your items. You just can't post it. You just can't open a store. It's a strategy to it.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
So I can give you all the vendors and what you're gonna do with the clothes once you get them.
You're right. That's true.
Yeah. So do you only say cater to women right now? Do you plan on like doing something maybe even for like men or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right now, it's just women.
Okay.
I'm open to the idea of catering to men because obviously I can tell you what we like to see you in.
Okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what that's what I want to ask. All right.
What
All right.
about plus size?
I just added some plus sizes. I did a trunk show on April 3rd, and I did add some plus sizes for that because before that I didn't have plus sizes.
Okay.
Just 1X. You know, sometimes you order the packs, you'll get a 1X, but that was the highest it
No,
went.
we got some thick girls in Detroit.
And so now we do have up to 3X.
Okay.
So can you explain what a trunk show is?
Yeah, so a trunk show is where, in the industry of fashion, it's an event you put together where you debut your upcoming items for the next season. And whoever attends, buyers, in my case, it was just regular customers, they have the opportunity to purchase those items before the general public or other vendors.
Okay. All right.
So I know you mentioned that like you before you would sew like some things together. Do you plan on strictly just doing it through vendors, or do you plan on in the future creating your own, like designing your own stuff from scratch?
That's something that you asked that. So for Valentine's Day, I received a nice gift, and the gift was for me to be able to create a dress specifically for her dressers from creation to production. Okay. And that's what I'm working on right now, something specifically for her dressers.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
See, I like that. See,
what the hell?
I design all my stuff. Right. I have some designers as well, but like they're all created from scratch.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm buying this from so and so and this. You know what I'm saying? Which is not nothing wrong with that at all.
No, but you need to set yourself apart from the rest because this is one of the industries that's flooded.
Right.
Yes.
It is.
Right. So you got to set yourself apart.
In the past few years, it has really got flooded. Like everybody doing it.
Yeah.
So
how I set myself apart is my niche is dresses. So mostly my site is dresses. It's more of a casual wear, date night wear. I have some stuff like I would wear this to dinner and then I could wear it to a nightclub if I want. So I kind of try and have that, you know.
Right.
You got the dresses, the sexy dresses for all the women, making sure they come home to their men.
Okay.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So,
or they can be having a singles night.
They could be, but they won't be single after
that
night.
got that
They
one
won't be
dress
single
on.
after that
Dresses, they won't be single after that night.
So you like some of those?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check.
Oh, see, you should have told us what some of your favorites were.
What kind of dresses do you like for women?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I like stuff to fit tight.
Tight?
Yeah, I like.
See, that's the thing though. A lot of ladies in my age range, we have a thing that we just like to kind of hide sometimes. So I have some tight things, but not a whole. I like to buy the stuff that kind of flare and camouflage our imperfections.
Listen,
I thought she was about to say camel foot.
Wait. You thought I was gonna say what?
I thought you was about to say instead of camouflage. I thought you said we have some things and shit to show off that camel foot.
No.
I was about to say damn.
You mean
Not even the toe, just the whole foot.
Camel foot.
No.
Fucking
No.
you know what I mean? Shit, I was about to say damn. All right.
No.
All right.
To camouflage our imperfections.
Right. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like, because some of the stuff I saw you had is fitting in and some is not. So, but it all looked nice. And
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all nice.
Thank you.
Yep. So
Yeah. So I know I asked you say about the men or whatever. Have you ever thought about doing anything for like little girls? Just kind of like maybe getting them say situated for like to like groom little girls and stuff like that to be more feminine and stuff like that with all the stuff that's kind of like going on now, whatever.
I have
people
not
don't
thought
know
about
who the hell is who and all that. So you know what I mean?
They said people don't know.
The genderless people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who the fuck you is? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck I am and shit. Just give me a name. You know what I mean?
Genderless people.
Yeah,
I am
you know what I
fucking
mean?
dead.
I'm just putting it out there and shit for little women. You know what I'm saying?
For little ladies, no.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe teenage ladies. I'm open to that. And
Okay.
today I just signed up to be a sister friend to mentor
See,
young pregnant ladies.
So that's what I was trying to get to or whatever.
So
you know
so
what I'm saying?
maybe
'Cause I
more
like
of the
a lot
teenage girls, not the little girls. I don't
Okay.
How
That's
you
for
signed
somebody
up
else.
for something like that? I've always
The crazy thing is, it popped up in my Facebook feed, so I
Okay.
can go back through my emails and forward the
Yeah.
information to you. But I'm like, oh, this would be cool. It's to mentor pregnant women, to be a sister friend to
I think
pregnant
that's what
women.
we kind of need, like, far as, you know what I'm saying, a lot more mentors and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that or
do.
whatever, and the things that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so that'd be actually kind of good. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I think that'd be great. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know.
I tried to get in with alternative for girls in Detroit.
Okay.
It's just so hard getting in touch with somebody. I did some care packages for them probably the year before last, but I wanted to set up an event, like a young ladies empowerment event, where we did makeovers. I have a friend that does credit stuff, give them credit education.
Okay.
I know someone who has a staffing agency, so we can get them signed up for some jobs if they need it. These are homeless young ladies from the ages of 18 to 24. So that was one of my goals.
Okay.
And I haven't put it on the back burner. It's just hard to get in touch with somebody to coordinate that.
Okay. Now, hey, look, one more question for you. As far as when it comes to like different, say, segments.
The
or
camel
whatever.
foot.
Not the camel foot. What about say the elderly? You know what I'm saying? Like those women and whatever that might be, like say 60 and over or whatever. That still like the Stellas. Hey, they trying to, you know what I'm saying, get their groove back and try to grab a young man by the hand, like, come here, young man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got something on you know what I'm saying? You know?
Cougars.
Yeah.
So I do have some things. I've had some blazer sets and things like that. And I've had some other long dresses that will probably be nice for them. The problem is you have to narrow down your target audience, and I can't accommodate everybody.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
So
No,
do you have men come in there contacting you buying stuff for their women?
I had a guy that reached out. He's a Facebook friend of mine. He reached out to me for another young lady, and actually a couple times, and had me send her some stuff.
He buying stuff.
Yeah.
That's so good.
And so I try to put it out there, you know, like, it's, you know, fellas, reach if you have somebody you're trying to get attention,
Right.
Definitely.
just let me know, and I'll do it just, you know, discreetly, because she sent me her address. I'm not gonna share it with him, but I did it, you know, discreetly, and she found out who it was at some point. But
See, I think as a man, though, I think that's be kind of
It was
hard
a secret
sometimes.
admirer type
Yeah.
shit? Oh.
yeah, it was.
okay. So
Yeah, a secret admirer.
So you probably already kind of knew where, like, she liked to shop or something like that, or
We,
whatever. So
well,
you
we
knew
were
her
all
size?
Facebook friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
got
she
you.
just
I got
happened
you.
to be my Facebook friend.
Okay.
And then I've had another instant where they'll send me a picture of the young lady, and I'm like, okay, maybe she about this size, and then we'll
I
order
got
something
you.
that way.
Okay, I got you. Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, I know it's probably it might be some issues to where, you know, guys, look, our size is small, large, medium, whatever. However, y'all got like 28 this and 38 7 that and whatever. However, you know what I'm saying. So we don't be knowing half that shit.
But for the most part, what I sell is from small, medium, large, and then 1X, 2X, 3X.
Okay.
But if you don't know, just DM me, and just send me a picture of the young lady you like to buy something for, and I can kind of guide you on where to go with that.
All right. Hey, look, that's in case. Hey,
Buy your wife a dress.
Hey, look. Yeah,
Okay.
Your wife is neat.
Hey, look,
she deserves a dress.
Hey, baby, I hope you listening. You must be showing me that camel toe.
The camel foot.
The whole foot. Feet, both of them.
And shit.
You know what I mean?
So what challenges do you find being an entrepreneur?
Staying consistent even when you aren't seeing the results that you desire. So I did a video when I was posting one of my new releases, and I was just telling people about the trunk show, and then I let them know about a month ago, like in February, I was about ready to give up because I wasn't seeing the results I desired. But that was all a direct result of my consistency and my efforts.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting in new arrivals. I wasn't posting consistently. Just got back to, you know, whatever I was doing prior to.
Yeah.
Not to mention I had a second job, so I was really comfortable receiving that income. And it's like, and then I was let go.
Yeah.
That might have been a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
man.
Listen, it was a blessing in disguise. Remember I told you I couldn't do the show. I think the 5th.
yeah,
I
that's
said because
right.
I'm
Okay.
on call, and when I'm on call, I never know, and I didn't want the phone ringing while I'm here. Or I might have to go see a patient or anything.
Right.
And they kindly released me of my duties.
Wow. I mean, what? Hey, you know, their loss.
Everything happened for a reason, right?
Their loss your game. You know what I'm saying?
It absolutely was, because it happened the Monday before my trunk show. My trunk show was on the 3rd, and then on like the Monday the 28th is when they called me in and said they think it's best we part ways, whatever.
It's like peace out.
Peace out. It was a little upsetting because I didn't want to be there any longer, but I was afraid to make that decision because I was comfortable with that income.
Yeah.
But that's the universe telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Pushing you to do something
Step out on faith
'Cause
anyway.
the same
you know
thing
what I'm
happened
saying?
to me.
Yep.
Because I was working. I had been in my job 15 years. And they pulled some racist shit on me. And it got to the point where I just couldn't be there no more. Like I hated it. And so, that I always was like, I'm gonna do my stuff and this and that, but I was always putting it off because of work. And then all that stuff started happening. That's the universe telling me, like, look, if you gonna do this, I'm gonna push your ass. You ain't got no choice.
That's exactly
It
what
make you
happened.
uncomfortable.
Man, Home Depot ain't shit. You know?
And it was a little disheartening because it was a sense of security I had. It was outside of, I have a full-time job in the daytime.
Yeah.
But I also had a sense of security having that second income. So that was a little play money, trip money, whatever, blow off money. So the issue wasn't that I lost the job because I'm a nurse and I can go work anywhere in this world. It was more the decision was made for me and I lost a piece of security by having that income.
Absolutely.
But when I did my trunk show that following weekend, it did amazing. And I feel like God allowed me to see what I could receive once I positioned myself to do so.
Yeah. Well, that's good because, a lot of people want to do stuff and don't have the gumption to do it. They be like,
Talk about
always, and they scared to take that leap of faith.
Yeah.
And it be hard. So
Yeah. I mean, shit, as an entrepreneur, man, it's some trying times, man. You
And
know.
shout out to
But the
anybody
thing-
that's going through that want to
Yeah.
take that leap of faith. Go
Yeah.
ahead and do it.
Yeah.
It's always
I say
great
just-
things on the other side.
Yeah, definitely do it because, just when you think that, hey, all right, I might need to go back to another job or do something that you really don't want to do or whatever, that's when most of the time something that happened where somebody will call you up like, hey, I was looking for something just that another, you know what I'm saying?
The same thing
and
happened.
then you'll be like, all right, that's the universe telling me, no, I'm doing the right damn thing. Just be
Yeah.
patient. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Just
It is.
stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As long
patience
as-
is a
especially if
motherfucker.
your intentions are good, you know what I'm saying? To do good by people and stuff like that anyway, it's going to work out. You know what I'm saying?
that's the key thing, patience. And
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing about
Yeah,
being
it
an
is.
entrepreneur. But you got to go into it having patience because if you
Yeah.
don't, you're going to get so frustrated and just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
Before it even become fruitful.
Yeah.
And so you gotta, like, I went into all of my businesses knowing that this is not about to be an overnight thing. You gotta take it step by step and understand you gotta build it. Nobody did that shit overnight except for kids with silver spoons in their mouth and shit
Right.
like that. But the normal person, you gotta build it.
Yeah.
So,
I think one important thing besides patience is you have to change your mindset.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to know
That's true.
that
That's
no matter what happens,
Yep.
like this is what it's going to be.
Yep.
Yep.
And you gotta ride that wave when it's
You do.
high, when it's low, but you gotta ride it. And you gotta ride that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
and changing your mindset
Yeah.
can mean a lot of things because
Yep.
a lot of times when you go on this journey, you gotta remove people from your life
Yep.
that you didn't think you would be removing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's you're gonna have people that weigh you down. You're gonna have people that don't support you. You're gonna have people that's negative influence. on
Dream
you.
killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to know how to deal with them. Like
Yeah.
I don't say, like I tell people, like if you have a friend or family, don't completely exclude them out your life. Just know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You deal with them at your time and when you're able to deal with them.
Yeah.
Because you can't let that bad energy soak up on you and influence you to mess up what
Yeah.
you got going on.
I agree.
Yeah. So let me ask you this real quick. Do you have like a spouse or are you married or anything like that?
He just straight
The only,
ass.
the only reason why I'm asking because
Straight personal.
no, well, I mean, the only reason why I'm asking is because I just wanted to know, understand, say like
Look,
the
Frank trying to
dynamic.
find out for sure.
Look,
Look
Frank
at
on
Frank.
me. He's waiting for the answer.
I'm glad he asked.
Just like say maybe even the trials, the trials and the things that may come like while you dating somebody, or you know what I'm saying.
I
or
have
if you,
I
you know
have
what I'm
an
saying?
awesome support system.
Okay, so that's what I was getting at, because that's what I was gonna say is you
Support
definitely have to have a great support system, especially when you're an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody that you can actually like shoot your ideas to. You know what I'm saying? To where they can kind of like
My
you know.
idea for the trunk show came from my support system.
There you go.
And it was
That's why I'm asking.
it was
Hey,
the
look, my
bomb.
bad.
It
You know what I'm
was.
saying? So, all right.
So I'm gonna be putting together another one. So
Okay.
I'll send y'all an invite.
Okay.
Definitely need to check it out.
All right.
I'm glad you
All right.
asked that
Yeah.
question
Why is that, Frank?
because he saved me a trench coat. So I appreciate that. I'm like, what size does
She
she
don't know
wear?
about the trench coat.
Please, Frank, please elaborate.
Technically, it's my trench coat, but you know,
It's a your
you trying to give it away real quick.
That's in my store.
Oh,
And Keys called Keys eye, and then Frank was talking shit about getting it for her and this and that. So,
Yeah.
oh.
No, I talked about buying it. I said I could trick off once in a while.
He said he couldn't just see himself just buying it, but I guess he want to buy it for you. That's why he just said
oh,
that.
yeah, that's why he said
That's
he
why
had
he
to come
said
out of
that.
trench coat.
Right.
I'll buy it for Keys if she says I like Kevin Samuels, but she ain't gonna do that.
I'm definitely not going to fucking do that. Absolutely not.
Oh shit.
Definitely not going to.
That ain't worth a trench
She
coat.
said,
No, it sure ain't.
Right. She said, no.
Not at all.
I take it you don't like him either.
I don't
She
know.
probably maybe
I don't care
indifferent.
for his content.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a little different.
Yeah, all right. You know.
I mean, he be on some
His
bullshit
content
sometimes.
screams, "I hate black women," and I don't give a fuck what none of y'all.
Listen, I
fucking
think
It
he
does.
I
it
think
screams, "I hate black women," flat out.
It looked like he said this saying, "I don't judge Judy."
Yeah, he said he judged Judy.
He's very condescending.
He's a pompous,
He's insulting.
asshole,
Yeah.
and very insulting to the
I
black.
mean, he kind of give off that
gives
I'm a
off-
dick vibe. You
he's
know what I mean?
abrasive. His
Yeah.
delivery is.
That's what I
horrible.
think is probably.
Because
It's what he
sometimes
say as well as what
Yeah.
he I haven't heard him
Yeah.
say anything to inspire or encourage a woman.
No, I mean, no.
Because he's
no.
a woman hater
But
because deep down
he
inside
wants to be a woman.
one. Okay. Period.
He wants to be a
You know what,
woman.
though?
He
It's-
probably is a woman hater.
Wait, listen, y'all gonna hear it in about 10 years. It's gonna be a fucking
I
scandal
wouldn't
that's
be
gonna come
surprised.
out.
They
Y'all
already
gonna
was saying that he
realize.
had a scandal with him being gay and all kinds of
I
shit.
want to know all the guys that's agreeing with him now when they find out what they gonna find out in a couple years, how they feel
well,
then.
the only thing that
I
I
wonder if
will-
they gonna be screaming Kevin Samuels then. I'm
Well,
gonna
see,
be
look,
very
the only
curious.
thing that I was saying is, and shit that I agree with him is, and shit is, it's a lack of representation and shit for men that have standards. That's it. But it just depends and shit on what kind of standards you have. That's what I was saying and shit. Far as like, you know, a lot of say standards in this society has to do with like European standards
Yes.
and stuff like that or whatever.
Yes,
but
I agree
you know,
with that.
but other than that, yeah,
I mean, he shouldn't be dogging black women.
no,
He shouldn't.
No,
I
he
agree.
shouldn't.
He shouldn't at all.
no.
And it's keeping us divided.
Listen. He has touched on certain points.
He has.
Yeah, that need to be talked
has.
about.
Need to be talked
Yeah.
about.
He has. I agree.
I agree.
But overall, he is very,
I
very
agree.
disrespectful towards the
He
black
is.
women.
I agree. That he did.
Nobody like that gets praised, flat out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
That's
with
that.
that.
That's part of that gender culture that nobody paying attention to.
Yeah,
Man.
no. But
Yeah, I'm wondering like we over here and shit
Look,
doing
everybody
sign
praising
language
them
and
and
shit.
don't
I'm
know
like,
what they praise.
he like, hey
Right.
man, what? Fuck me? No, fuck you.
right.
Like really? No, like that. So
We done talking about kitten heels?
oh yeah.
Okay.
you say we done with what? I'm sorry.
Talking about kitten heels.
Kitten heels?
That's what they call them.
What the?
Kevin Samuels.
Man.
We done talking about kitten heels.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we still gotta ask you a couple more questions
Right.
before we get into our main topic or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, you?
Oh my bad.
we gotta ask you more questions.
Hey, look, my man. Hey, look. Hey, my man. Hey, Frank G, save me. Trench coat, nigga. No. My bad.
I will say this though: do you use models? Because Keys would make an excellent model.
I agree she would.
She
He's trying to
would.
get back in my grace.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna buy me the trench coat.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So
I go
perhaps
by
she,
To be honest with you, yeah, you should. Yeah, you look. Yeah, you damn right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
maybe she'd be interested in participating in my
I
next
would
trunk
love-
show.
I
There you
love
go.
supporting black
Because
women.
I reached out to some, I put a post on Facebook looking for curvy ladies, and I got a couple ladies that, one I've never met ever, she
Okay.
participated, another that we're Facebook friends, and she came out. I met her the first time at the trunk show.
Okay.
So I do use them for that.
Okay.
I will start to use the curvier models for my plus sizes, but for my site, I use it's just myself.
She wears clothes very well.
Oh, you check my.
Keys
her.
wears clothes very well.
Thank you.
Very well too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she does.
See?
Thank you.
There you go.
Very
Uh-oh.
well. No. I forgot what I was about to say. Shit. Damn, what were we just talking about?
Her dress is.
Yeah, we were. So are you do you? Is this solely you the sole owner of it?
I
You
am.
know, Okay.
So, what are your price ranges for dresses?
From $15 up until I think I have one dress that's about $100, maybe one about $125.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're
ain't
pretty
bad.
affordable.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. all
Now, I
right.
might not get her a trench coat, but I might buy her a dress.
I think you should. I think you should. You know what? I have a dress called Yana. I think it'd look good on her. I think you'd like to see her in that.
You just gonna make me trick off.
Yeah, it's Yana, Yana. It's under the dresses section. I think she looked good in that.
All right. Well, there you go. Hey, look. Keys and Yana.
See, Keith about to pull it up right now and show it to you.
Hell yeah.
Right. Let me pull it up. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right.
So are you besides this, do you have any other businesses that you got going on, plan on starting?
I did a little podcast. It was nothing like this. It was from my office. Her dress is office, and it was more. It's called Refurbished Souls. It talked about just my journey as I heal from different things I went through in life like that. And I got a lot of good feedback from my friends, family, saying that it helped them in some areas. So I would like to get back to that because I would like to help women ultimately.
Right.
That is one of my biggest goals, to help women.
Okay. If anybody want to call in, if you're not scared and shit, call in at 248-240-2380. All right? And make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if y'all haven't already. Please. All right? All right. So, is there, matter of fact, I'm not going to say is there, would you like to give out, say, your contact information, your socials and stuff like that, on how people can reach you?
Yes.
For future events and stuff like that?
Absolutely. Facebook and IG is just Her Dress Is, HERDRESSIS. Her Dress Is.
Okay.
Email is herdressis@gmail.com.
Okay.
And the site is herdressis.com.
All right. And you said you do have a future trunk show coming up, right?
I do. I have another one I'm planning.
Okay. Do you know about maybe a range or anything like
It
that?
will
Not yet?
probably be June or July to kind of premiere the rest of the summer things, because we kind of did spring for April. July, we're going to do more of the summer stuff. So
Okay.
you see more short sets and light material items.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, thanks for sharing the information, and
Absolutely.
we definitely
No problem.
going to get
on
some
that
people and
site.
stuff to come check you out.
Thank you.
Key's going to get in that Yana for you.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And yeah, we gonna definitely, you know what I'm saying?
You hanging out for the rest of the show?
I am. One thing I want to add for my site is, if you don't mind.
Oh no, go ahead. This your time.
I got this idea from my sister. It's called a pre-love section. So some of the items I keep for myself, but some of them I sell depending on what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So the items I keep for myself, I only wear one time. They're not damaged, and I put them under the pre-love section, and they're sold at discounted rates.
Okay.
So secondhand,
that's
but
what's up.
you still get, ultimately, you getting a new item.
Brand new still.
Right,
so.
brand new. All right. So make sure y'all check her out on all her socials and support.
Herdressis.com.
Support.
Her Dress Is on IG and Facebook.
Yes.
Support.
Let's give it up for Kimberly Hicks in the building, y'all.
You saying my whole name.
Everybody always like you saying
she
I'm
was
like
like,
government.
Kim, see,
Saying the
he
whole
gonna get
government.
cussed. See, he gonna get cussed out.
And I should know better than that. I was just on a podcast the other day. They said my whole name. And I was tripping.
Man. It was like Hector Ramirez. He's like, he said, God damn it, Jesus.
Pinche puto.
Oh,
All right, we gonna get into our main topic, and we trying something new today. We'll probably implement it once a month. It is freestyle topic.
Yes.
And what it is, well, we're just gonna all discuss a different thing. We're all gonna bring up a different topic. It's not one particular topic we're sticking to. We're gonna touch on a few things. So, which one of y'all want to go first?
Shit, I'll go first.
Okay,
Go
what
ahead.
you got?
All right, so look, check this out. I started off just like this. Name me, like, starting with you, Keys.
Okay.
Name me your top 5 movies of all times. Movies that you know that come on TV.
And I'm going to send out
That you done seen.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, that you done seen a million times, but when you see it, you like, fuck that, I still gotta watch it.
Okay. So one of them is Batman, the one that had Jack Nicholson in it.
Okay.
Okay. Color Purple.
All right.
Beloved.
Okay.
Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
And
That's a
Friday.
good one. And Friday, okay. Which one Friday? The first one? Okay, okay.
Yeah, the first one.
All right, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. What you got, Frank?
Frank got Godfather,
Okay.
Saturday Night Fever,
Saturday
that
Night
was
Fever,
the
yeah.
shit back in the day.
Coolie High.
Coolie High.
I'm taking you to old school movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey, child, nigga. No. I'm surprised you ain't say that motherfucker in the Mac and shit, right? Right. You know what I mean?
Heat with Robert De Niro and
Okay.
Al
Yeah.
Pacino.
All right, all right.
And damn, I can't think of a fifth one until it probably comes on. But yeah, there's.
Okay.
I would say, you know what?
Yeah, it's a lot of
I'm gonna say
them.
the
Yeah.
Ten Commandments.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
say Ten Commandments.
All right, so look, this is what I got and shit. I had Coming to America, but I ain't gonna say that because that shit is like damn near for everybody in every fucking household and shit. But I'm gonna say Trading Places. All right, then I'm gonna say Harlem Nights.
I was just about to say that one. Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds.
You went old school too.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
school.
I'll probably go
and
old
then
school,
my
too.
kind of like newer one, but not too old or whatever. Django Unchained.
Yeah, Django's pretty good.
That shit is hilarious, dog.
Wait, can
Yeah.
can
Who's
I
that
add,
nigga on that dag?
Django?
You know what I
Can
mean?
I add Grease to my list?
I wanted to add Harlem Nights. I wanted to add Harlem Nights.
It's a top 5, but really it's like you gonna need a good fucking 10 to 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right,
for sure.
right.
Definitely. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Man, I really.
What you got?
I don't know because I like a lot of movies, but
Yeah.
if I would have to put me on the spot, I would probably say Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love to laugh, so I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. Me, myself, and
Absolutely.
Irene was
Irene,
one of
yeah,
the funniest
that's a-
movies.
yeah.
That motherfucker
Yep.
funny as hell. Jim Carrey
Yeah.
is man, he funny.
Yeah.
Super bad.
Super
Okay.
bad. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
McLovin.
Yeah, Super bad was hilarious. What else? I would probably say Friday too, the original
Friday. Yep. Yep. I had that on. Yep. But
And then probably Menace to Society.
Society.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Cam?
I'm gonna start with Color Purple,
Oh yeah,
right,
that's
okay.
a classic.
Law Abiding Citizen,
Damn. Okay. Okay.
All the Takens.
Okay.
What's the Columbiana
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that was good.
and all the John Wicks.
Yeah,
All the John Wicks. Okay.
always was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers. Matrix. I'm surprised ain't nobody said the Matrix.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised nobody
would've
say
said-
Life.
Life
Life
is
was
fucking
good.
hilarious. Yeah.
Life was.
But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying and shit. Like when you come up
That's-
with something like that, it's hard to do like a top 5.
I guess
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Original
Because-
Bad Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
like Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I pull out classic.
American
Yeah.
Gangster is another one.
American
Gangster
Gangster.
was good as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one is what was it called? It was an old school movie from the 70s.
I know mine was
The
Flat.
Warriors.
The Warriors.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't
Hey,
remember
look,
that.
You know what some
For
I was
sure.
gonna say
Really,
the
some
original
old-
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I
And
just
now
watched
look
it the
around
other
that.
day.
The
So
one
look
with
around that
Charlton
time.
Heston?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That
So
was
look around
Looking
that
at,
time and shit.
a
You know
doc
what's
on there. Shit.
No. Yeah, be like, what have you done? Damn you.
All right. You know what? Around that age or whatever and shit that I always watch when I can catch it and shit. Flash fucking Gordon.
Flash Gordon was the shit. You know,
Dog.
the cheap ass special
Yes,
effects.
it was,
You
but
look
that
at it
shit
now,
is
but
still.
Flash Gordon
It's
was
like
the
one
shit.
of those fucking occult classics,
Yeah,
though.
it
You know what
was,
I'm
it
saying?
was.
Like that shit was
Hell
like,
yeah, it was,
big
it
time and
was.
shit.
Flash
You know,
Gordon was the shit.
Hey, what you gonna say over there, bro? And shit, that motherfucking Cinderella and shit. That on Cinemax when we was kids and shit. Oh, I know wrong with you?
Y'all was watching the fuzzy. Was y'all watching the fuzzy porn, or was y'all watching the actual porn?
No, it was
at first you was watching.
No, it was
You on the channel, you're not supposed to be
Cinemax for 2
no,
seconds.
our shit was clear as hell.
Yeah, we watching real HBO
Yeah,
Cinemax.
that's why. Hey, look, we was probably. I think I was probably about 10 or 12 or something. Shit,
Hey.
finding out what a damn snapping coochie is and shit. Like what the
No,
fuck?
I was like 5 watching
Did
this.
y'all used to watch our parents' porn tapes?
Nah, my parents ain't had no porn.
No,
I think they was
no.
probably doing their own.
Because you're right.
You know what I mean?
Remember when we was kids?
Right. Yeah.
We had on TV.
Hell yeah,
Remember
on
that?
it.
But it came on after 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
HBO came on after 8 o'clock
Yep.
because they would show
Yep.
body parts. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So all the movies now that were rated R back then, you like, this some bullshit.
Yeah.
It's rated R?
Like,
You know what I
What
mean?
about y'all favorite horror movie?
Shit. Mine would probably be Hellraiser.
Hellraiser? Yeah,
Yeah, people be forgetting about Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinhead and shit.
Pinhead. Yeah.
I'm going to give you some crazy shit. Phantasm.
Phantasm was.
Do you remember that? The silver ball? That
Phantasm
was some
shit.
real
That was some
demonic,
crazy
crazy
shit.
ass shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I was
so
gonna say,
You said,
I don't know, that movie, The Hill Has Eyes, that one scared the fuck out of me. Them
yeah.
damn things coming up the mountain.
Yeah. Motherfucking, yeah. Yeah.
I would say, what was the Shiny?
The Shining.
Yeah.
That was some crazy
with,
shit.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was out cold.
Yeah.
What about Christine?
Christine
Christine scared the fuck out of me.
Cujo used to have my ass and shit like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Cujo.
Christine, man.
Scared the fuck out of me as a kid. That
Halloween or
Yeah, the original.
Nightmare on Elm Street was it for me.
Yeah.
I won't watch it now.
Let's not forget Jason.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Jason,
Friday
yeah.
the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
No,
yeah.
that was a good ass topic because
Jumping out your belly.
right.
What about
Jeepers
What
Creepers.
about the Portuguese? Did the Portuguese ever scare y'all?
Huh?
Jeepers Aliens.
Initially it did.
Y'all know everybody on that cast died, including the little girl, right?
On what?
Like,
From Poltergeist, yeah.
Yeah, Poltergeist, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that shit was my
They all
shit too.
died.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That was my shit though.
Yeah.
You can name a lot of movies because I was thinking Collateral too with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
cold as hell.
was-
that's
Tom
what I'm
Cruise
saying.
was cold
Yeah.
as hell in that
Tom
movie
Cruise
right
was-
there.
The original
back in the
James
day.
Bond.
You know what?
I like that
I
one.
said, yep, I had that down. Yep.
See, I always was a Roger Moore fan. I always liked Roger Moore better
Yeah.
than Sean Connery.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody used to like Sean Connery
Yeah.
over Roger Moore, but I was a big Roger Moore fan. And I was a Pierce Bronson fan too.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna give Will Smith his props with I Am Legend.
I am like
That shit was good.
I'm gonna
I
give
Am
him his
Legend
props.
was good as
Yeah,
hell.
well, I Am
That's a
Legend.
movie I
I
can
Am
always
Legend
watch.
He was
good.
cold in that shit for real, for real.
They said they were supposed to come out a part two. to that.
Yeah.
Probably not now.
Shit, unless motherfucking Medea do it, unless Tyler Perry do that shit, which he probably should. Why not?
Yeah, but he had to get the rights to it. So
Yeah, that's true.
And Tom Hanks, anything with Tom Hanks
yeah, Tom Hanks is
used to
good
be
at
cold, like
Fucking-
Castaway.
it. I never in a
Castaway.
million-
Gun.
When he was talking to the ball, like that was some
I
cold
never in a
shit.
million years thought he would
Shawshank
have been the actor
Redemption,
he is based off of bosom buddies.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Bosom fucking buddies.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
You
That shit
never,
was
you
crazy.
never thought he had that talent
Yeah.
until he did Philadelphia.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it just kind of skyrocketed from there. Like
Yeah.
everything he did
Yep.
was a straight hit.
Yeah.
But you also got to give Ron Howard credit for directing a lot of those movies.
Ron Howard,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
You know, like coming
Richie
up in
Cunningham.
Andy Griffith. Yeah, like he did his thing.
It's one movie I cannot think of that I want to say. Was it called Bueller's Day Off?
Fear.
Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
You know my other shit? Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Weird Science was cool.
Home Alone was the shit. The original Home Alone.
Hey, what?
Back to school. What the fuck y'all know about
The
that?
Breakfast Club too. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
The Breakfast Club was a good movie back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
New Jack City.
Yeah,
Jack
New
City.
Jack City. Yep.
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah. Hey, look, y'all call in and tell us and shit what the hell kind of movies y'all and shit on and shit
Yep.
at 248 240-2380.
I like anything bootleg, dog. Anything bootleg.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I can get on
said
VHS. Anything bootleg.
Anything for free.
So we gonna hop to another topic right quick.
Somebody else got something?
You know what? I had a couple topics, but you know, I guess I'm gonna say this based on I'm gonna say white privilege in the court system, because how do you find two people not guilty when you've got two people who confessed and said, yes, we were doing this?
Right.
Oh, you talking about
as far as kidnapping the governor?
The governor shit, yeah, that is crazy. So you had two people acquitted, you had two people that pled guilty, and then you had two people
the FBI turned these guys, and then they turn around, but then you find two people who are not guilty.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
you can be white and anti-government, but you can't be a minority and anti-government.
Yep. They gonna kill your ass if you are.
Yeah.
Like they have evidence right now that they were saying that they have evidence against Donald Trump for committing the January 6th riots at the Capitol, but the House of Congress is split because they don't want to charge him.
Right.
So you got the Republicans who will never do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who will never do it.
So I mean, but then look at the privilege then and shit with motherfucking Joe Biden's son and shit with Devon fucking laptop.
The laptop, the crack pipes, the prostitutes, the children.
I mean, not only that, he was sitting on the fucking board and shit of a motherfucking oil company and shit in Ukraine.
The
With no
prostitutes
experience.
don't count, though. The
You said
prostitutes-
Why don't the prostitutes count?
It never count.
You can get hoes when you in government.
Well, the thing is, the reason why it don't count, because then they will have to include the child sex trafficking, the human trafficking.
they're not gonna
They'll have to
talk
include all
about
of
all
that.
And that
They
goes
talk
deeper
about,
than the laptop.
Yep.
absolutely.
A lot deeper.
So that's why it's not important.
Yep. Because
But
a lot of their asses will get exposed.
Yep.
But then look, I would say not just say I would say like white privilege, but I was talking to a guy at the barbershop today when I was getting my face lined up, right? We was talking about like why is it taking so damn long and shit for this Nipsey Hussle and shit trial to take place? It's been like over damn near like 3 years.
Right.
So you already know it got to be some motherfucking white people or the government or something
Yeah,
involved by
somebody
this
higher.
long because
Yeah, that shouldn't take
for
that
somebody
motherfucking
and shit,
long.
you know what I'm saying, to get killed cold-bloodedly like that or whatever with fucking film and every damn thing else. You got the fucking guy who did it supposedly, right?
Supposedly.
It's like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody and shit, you know what I'm saying, with some big money was behind the shit. Gotta be.
Gotta be.
They'll like a nigga up and shit within like 3 weeks and shit of a fucking murder, let alone 3 years.
I mean, you're right, because look at you got a Supreme Court justice's wife
Yeah.
who was also part of this January 6th riot. Clarence
you go.
Thomas,
Yeah.
they got the text messages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do we charge his white wife or do my old buddy, hey, you know you owe me a favor kind of thing?
go.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So, you know, a lot of this stuff that's even, I would say, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, white privilege or whatever, is a lot of this shit is just systematic bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the motherfucking day. You know what I mean?
You know who we need to talk to right now? Karen. Where the hell is Karen's ass?
Yeah, we
need
need
to
to
call her.
have Karen come
Where is
in. Like, because any other time and shit, she'd be like, no, they were fucking patriots.
And you know, you people.
You know, you people and shit, those were fucking patriots that went to the Capitol. They just walked us on in. They didn't fucking do any damn thing.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Matter of fact and shit, we pay their ass. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead, Frank.
No, and the other one I was watching a thing before coming here, and they were talking about the worker shortage, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is there really a worker shortage?
No, because they want these robots and shit to
Thank you.
motherfucking come on
They
in.
really don't want to pay motherfuckers.
Yep.
That's the bottom line.
Yep.
And people are sick of that shit. So it's like we can't, you offering me $15, $16 an hour, which equates to $30,000 a year. That still puts me under the poverty level.
Yep.
So why am I going to come bust my ass for this bullshit? Oh, we're short workers. No, you're short fucking slaves.
Yeah, they sure pay motherfucker.
Inflation and shit
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of slaves, not to change the subject, but I wanted to talk about the heavy influence that this music is having on these kids.
Oh yeah.
All they are
No,
talking
I mean-
about is getting high and killing.
That's the
And
programming.
I've been watching like a lot of YouTube channels and stuff like that where they talking about how easy it is to program kids
Yeah, that's
I really don't
yeah.
listen to rap. I more so listen to the beats. But lately, I have been tuning in
Shit, you better
to
listen
what
to
the fuck
lyrics.
they're
Yeah.
saying, and it's like the whole culture of rap is completely zombied out by being on drugs.
Yeah.
Being
And
high.
it's like it's
All
high.
day.
That's
Yeah.
they even talk about how they want to get off of it and they can't. If you just listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, I mean, cause
You know what
it's,
I'm saying?
Because
Like,
it's
how
programming
addictive-
your subconscious, your conscious and shit. Like every time you turn around, you see that fucked up image or something, maybe on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they keep on reinforcing the bullshit like on every fucking like news channel. Because you know what I'm saying. Let's just face it. You know, for every damn say maybe one possible good story on TV, you got 25 and shit. You know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
shut
and
that shit down.
they gonna keep pushing
You know
it
what I mean?
because
So-
that's the way they want us to stay. These labels go push that shit. They've been pushing the bullshit music for the past 30 years.
But my thing is this,
Yeah.
okay, they're pushing it, but it's our people that's rapping it.
Yeah,
And
because-
talking
that's
about
true.
it. And
Because
at the end of the
because
day,
what they
we
do
still
is-
poisoning our
Because you're right. But what they do is they feed off poorness. So
Economic deprivation.
They know motherfuckers are us gonna do whatever to get the fuck up out of what you in. So they dangle this. Yeah,
Carrot.
you can yep.
But
You can-
I listen, I understand all of that, but at the same time, we go back to, we always talk about holding ourselves accountable. At what point will we as a people hold ourselves accountable?
Now, you
We've
right.
been
That's a
seeing
whole totally
they've been
different
doing that for us
conversation.
the entire time.
You right.
I'm
It
kind
comes
of
from
over
the
the
house.
narrative of what they're doing to us because I don't believe. I refuse to believe that they have that much power.
Shit,
I
I
refuse to believe they have
But
much
you know what, though?
power over
Because
me.
it
You know what you're doing. You know what you're getting
But
yourself into.
you gotta think about it though. It's not just something recently. This was a bill. This is shit they've been doing from since slavery.
Yes, it's systematic. I get
yeah,
that.
It's
Yeah,
all
before
systematic.
slavery.
So it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they started this 5 years ago and then, you know what I'm saying? So you done already fucked up the mindset. They to the point now where they don't even give a fuck about their own people because it's just as many white kids getting strung out on that shit just the way it is black, if not more.
But think about it. What is rap? Rap is the new crack in the neighborhood. Rap
Yeah.
is the new cocaine.
Yeah.
Like they
But
were
you know
flooding
what?
the neighborhoods with cocaine.
But you know what though? That's crazy because and shit, rap with shit came out of fucking say poverty and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was coming out of like revolutionary shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
At
It
one
was coming
point.
out and
Right.
shit for the small man, the little man, and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The person that was unheard. You know what I'm saying? Now this shit is about getting high, fucking bitches, doing all this fucking demonic shit. You know what I'm saying?
But my
And-
biggest
and-
thing is
and-
when are we going to hold ourselves accountable?
But that's-
I'm
that goes on
tired.
parents.
I'm
You're right,
tired
though.
of hearing the narrative
It go on
that
parents.
what they did. This just like if we even want to go into like the crack epidemic, we know
Yeah.
they put the crack on the streets.
Right.
Right? They flooded the poor neighborhoods with crack. Right. But at the end of the day, it was our drug dealers that got off on that shit selling it to our people, knowing what the fuck it was doing. So
Yeah.
at what point do we hold ourselves accountable and stop putting everything on
It
them?
should have been
Because we
happened,
see
though.
exactly what they're doing, but
It should
why
have
do
been-
we keep falling into the trap?
Unfortunately,
That's
it's-
the part I don't understand.
But see,
you know what?
I don't
Oh,
think
my bad.
I'm not putting it on them because it is ultimately us because we can
It's
stop
about
this
choices.
shit.
we are
It's about
self-destructive.
choices.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
So
Yep.
so it's ultimately you done been so brainwashed until you able to get the majority to think the way we think, it's gonna always be like
It's
that.
never gonna happen.
Because the majority
Right.
think the way all them thinking. They don't think the majority don't think the way we think.
Yeah.
So you gotta combat with that because that's just no different than what we was just sitting there talking about. Everything we was talking about with the distractions and all the shit they doing. Like you said, Kim, most people don't want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to hear that. They like, you know what I'm saying? No, man, that ain't true, blah, 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 blah. So it's more so, like I always say, you got to start with the people that's with you. So the people, the same mindset of you, that's who you got to start with. And then try to expand out.
So let me say this. I mentioned it's about choices too, but we also have to take into consideration some people just aren't exposed to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So that's where me wanting to reach back into this community and say, you know, hey, let me show you something different than what you've seen. So we need the people, when you get out the crab barrel, you reach back in and pull some others out.
I agree.
So if they
That
haven't
I
been
agree.
exposed to something else or anything different, that's all they know.
Right.
Yes.
So now look, now you said the main thing and shit. We go to this analogy and shit of crabs in the barrel. Who put the fucking barrel there?
Well, we know who put
See,
the barrel.
No,
Yeah,
but that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. So,
So
like, a lot of times and shit, once we understand the shit where the root cause of a lot of this shit comes from,
I agree about the
feel
root
like
cause.
everybody do
Yeah.
understand where the root cause is at, but we still
It shouldn't be
feed
the
into
focus though.
narrative.
I
still feed
think
into
what
the
she's
narrative.
saying is the focus of everybody. We talking about
Yes.
this the system, but okay, we know what
Yeah.
the
So what are
system
we gonna
does.
do about it?
So what are we gonna do to stay out the system?
But see,
Exactly.
here's the thing: these record executives aren't stupid. So what
Nope.
they do is they come in and they play with the young mind because you want to live what you rapping. So all I got to do is come to you, slap a check for 25 grand in front of your face. You ain't
Of
never
course.
had 25 grand, and I'm like, you know what, dog? Keep doing what you doing, but I'm gonna make $1 million off your stream while you busy doing this in front of your boys. You think you the man, but you getting pimped. But artists don't think that way.
But look what they doing though and shit. In that same situation, they'll pay somebody $25,000, even if it's say $100,000. They'll find out and shit what their background is. If they got some beef and shit with somebody else in the motherfucking hood, they'll take out motherfucking life insurance and shit on there, already predicting it pretty much and shit, knowing that they're gonna get killed, and then they still gonna benefit and shit off the money that they motherfucking making shit off their music and shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Right.
when you fucking die. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff is what we was talking about earlier when I mentioned say about the little girls and stuff like that, mentorship. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff can be handled, you know what I'm saying, with the right fucking parents and shit, with the right mindset, you know what I'm saying, to teach the motherfucking youth and whatever and shit what's really going on. To get a ass other fucking things to look into and shit, to research for themselves, to actually have say a cognitive dissonance or really critical thinking skills, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's really lacking, you know what I mean? Period.
And again, if y'all want to call in, the number is 248-240-2380. I wanted to talk about something to lighten it up a little bit, but it happened last week. Y'all see Ashanti got a star on the Walk of Fame?
I seen a picture of that,
saw
but
it
I didn't
yesterday
even
or today, I
motherfucking
think
get
it
it up.
was.
But I'm like, she can't sing word for.
How did it's people that don't have
Yeah.
nothing on there yet? And she got one?
Yeah,
I didn't know she got one, but that's definitely shocking.
Like, how in the fuck you give Ashanti a star on
She
the
got
Walk of
that
Fame?
ass now. Did you see that ass?
I mean, yeah.
Is that what got her that?
She got that ass now.
Shout out to Ashanti.
Hey,
She look really good, girl.
She do look good, but she don't deserve no star on the Walk
but
of
she
Fame.
probably done blew somebody balls through their drawers.
Hey,
That's at the end of the day.
definitely.
That's
I
probably
bet
what
if you
happened.
look up right now, half the people who don't have stars on there, and you see talent wise, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Fuck yeah. But then this shit, I heard that somebody, I actually looked at a breakdown of that shit. Like that shit is a ritual. When you just sitting up there, bending down on your fucking knees, kissing that shit or whatever, it's like you really and shit submitting and shit to the bullshit
I
in
read that
Hollywood.
too.
So
I never read that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess so. If she blows up again, then we'll know.
There
Right.
you go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Because
That's
she's
true,
still
though.
supposed to be writing music for
Yeah.
other fucking
Yeah.
artists and all that kind
So
of
if
shit
she
too.
do
So
blow up, because shit, do Missy even got a damn star on it?
No.
I would hope so
She
because
should.
shit, Missy
that's
should.
But that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to tell you. It's probably a bunch of people that probably
Yeah.
don't. That
Missy
should
and shit
over-
way
over
fucking
her.
motherfucking dope. Yeah, way fucking sweeter than her.
Look how long it took New Edition to get one.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Which is
30
crazy.
years.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So is it really about talent?
No, it's got to be something. It's got to be.
But none of it. Look, but none of this shit. If you look at all these, say these award shows or whatever, really, I don't think it's totally about fucking talent. So that's why I was telling somebody this week or whatever. I said, look, people was talking all this shit about the Will Smith shit, this, that, and other. At the end of the day, we need our own shit. Why are we keep on motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, subjecting ourselves and shit to a bunch of motherfucking goddamn awards and people, and people fucking settings that people and shit really they don't even want us there. So it's like
We
gotta
have
know-
ours. They tear
Yeah.
ours up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm just saying and shit in general. Hey, we gotta do better. I mean, first
We
within
have to
us.
do
You know
better.
what I'm saying?
We have
I'm
to do
saying
better.
for us. Not say to compare to nobody else. I'm just saying we need to do better within our own to protect our own, have our own, and leave everybody else and shit. Like, hey, look, if y'all don't want us there, you want to ban this guy for fucking 10 years and shit for some bullshit and this, that, and other. If you think about it, whatever, it's like, all right, that's fine. He got somewhere else to go. where
So
he
do
can
you
be
think that was a
appreciated.
distraction?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
believe it was staged?
I don't think it was staged.
I do.
don't think it was staged, but I do think it was a distraction.
I think that whole thing is staged.
I do.
Why do you think it was
I think
staged?
that
And I'll
because-
tell you why I thought so.
The reason why, for one, I feel like it's staged because I just kind of paid more attention on what it did to the world. What it did to the world stopped.
Yeah.
and was completely fixated 100%
and they still talking
on
about
that.
this shit. Yeah.
And that, for one, is not a distraction. I don't know what it is. You had women arguing with the men. You had the men arguing with the women.
Yeah.
We start comparing. We start comparing marriages. I mean, the world went into a frenzy. Okay, that's number one. On top of the fact that the little weird shit that happened, such as how he laughed at the joke at first, then he went up there and just
but then she
slapped
laughed
him,
and
then
shit
she
after-
laughed,
yeah.
and then he was kind of smirking like it don't even look real. None of it looks real. I don't feel like
Hand
any of it is
gestures
real. I
and
believe
shit.
it's all some
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, it's a whole
It's all some
yeah.
bullshit.
So
It's
I
all
thought
a
it-
distraction.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
I thought it was after watching it, those places are full of security. Not a security step foot, not a
you.
security
That's- yeah,
flinch,
there you go.
nothing. So that's what led me to believe it was planned. They knew it was happening. Just sit back.
Yep.
At the end of the day, they are actors.
I mean, they
So
are.
Remember
But
that.
this is the only reason why I said it wasn't fake, because now he didn't risk his career. Why would he risk his career? So
Because
now,
it's deeper than that.
But-
He done pissed somebody up in the elite.
now that could be now,
That might have been a ritual.
Unless that was
He's
the
being
reason,
punished for something.
unless that's the reason. Now I agree with you if that's what happened. But if that's not the case,
Look,
why would he risk his career? Because
look,
listen,
man, he look.
Period. Okay?
Look, it
You
could
hear
be
me?
just this. If him and motherfucking Jada already know, say if he know that he want to get a divorce from him, what could you do and shit as a super mega star or whatever is really to decrease your value, right? That way, when you get a divorce and shit, okay, you already know you about to come out of pocket and shit for her ass, right? So go ahead and shit
but that
decrease your
nigga ain't
value.
decreasing no value. That nigga still worth. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
but what I'm
He
saying
still
is
had
and
to
shit.
pay
Look,
her.
when you go in court and shit, right? In the public eye, what you can argue and shit, far as your fucking see. Look, when
That's
you go
like
to
somebody
court,
quitting
when
their
you go
job
to
so they ain't
court-
got to pay child support.
Goddamn right.
But
Because
listen,
look,
though.
if I can't get work, how the fuck can I
That's
pay you?
more than child
How can I
support.
pay you? Look, I'm just saying, how can I pay you what you think you worth?
Because they
See
gonna
what I'm saying?
already be like, nigga, you worth $400 million.
No, but if you just spent that shit and gave that shit to your motherfucking your kids and this, that, and the other, then what?
He is part of that.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Illuminati
say his
shit.
name is on that list to the island.
He
So
he done
Yep,
pissed somebody
yep.
off, and he
Yeah.
is being punished
well,
right now.
I said,
That is
nah,
what's
nah,
going
if that's
on.
the case, then then yeah.
And I wouldn't be
and-
surprised if he ended up committing suicide behind this.
And I would never divorce Jada. We would just have to live in.
so you be
separate-
okay with open
No,
relationship?
I'm okay
They
with
shit,
this.
they been open, I think.
I'm not-
I was asking
Yeah.
Frank
Jada
like
has
he
been
be okay with
humiliating
it.
him. Something is going on.
I'm not giving you $250 fucking million for the book. You live in this side of the house.
Right.
I live on that side.
Well,
of the
they said they
house.
were already doing that at
All
some
right,
point.
then you good.
Yeah.
Then bitch, we staying married forever.
And that's
'cause-
another thing why I don't think it was fake, because he did that shit based to impress her.
How do we know that though?
Because you can look and tell her this shit, just like you said, he was laughing at first.
Yeah.
He looked and saw her motherfucking face and was like, man, he begrudgingly went up there and was like, because you could tell he didn't even want to do it.
Yeah.
You could look how he smacked him, he didn't even want to do this shit. So then he come back, like, and if you look at shit, like I done seen videos where, like years back with these motherfuckers, she done been humiliating dogging his ass for years.
Yes. And
For
she threw
years.
him under the bus, talking about, I'm not a woman who needs protection. If you really cared about
Yeah.
your man, you're going to be like, hold on, stop.
Yeah.
We'll handle this
I
later.
feel like this right here is part of the narrative that they want everybody to feed into. Somehow to blame the woman, blame her. This is all about blame shifting and distraction.
But I
At
don't
the
think
end of the
it's-
day, it is so much deeper than that.
I don't think it's blame shift. I just
It
think
is.
no, because that's no different than a nigga who treat his woman like shit.
Look, we need
She
Kevin
treat that
Samuels.
motherfucker
man.
like shit. So
I mean, I do feel like Jada has been humiliating him, but I feel like it's deeper.
yeah. Well, that concludes another episode of
Man,
the
this
Straight
hour
Shooting
went by fast.
Podcast.
It did go by
Always
fast.
go by fast. 'Cause we gotta go
Yeah.
back it.
Give it up for our
Right.
engineer. Give it up for our engineer.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck you, Doc. You,
You know
been
what,
replaced.
Doc? You have been replaced.
Right,
Okay?
right.
he came in and handled business.
Handle business. He
Period.
sat down with us, got all the shit
Okay.
together first before we
8
went
o'clock.
on everything.
Started on time.
Kept us on point.
Nothing went out.
Man.
We want to
No,
thank
he
our
kept track of the time.
Right. We want to
Right.
thank our guest Kim for coming through today.
Thank you, Kim.
Thanks for having me. I enjoyed
Make
myself.
sure y'all check out her on all her socials and
Herdresses.com.
everything. Yeah. Her dress is. All right, yo.
Instagram, Facebook, check it out.
All right. And then next week, we have guest 2-time coach of the year, multiple national championships, Coach Khalil, and professional boxer and owner of Team Jafar Fitness, Jafar Muhammad. All right, so y'all make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday at 8 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. Also, if like you said, if you were looking for to be a sponsor of our show, give us a email at
Str8 at gmail.com.
All right.
And we want to thank everybody who was checking us out today.
coming.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everybody that
Like,
tuned in.
subscribe, share,
yes,
please.
Make sure you like.
I know, man. Me too.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go and do that. And we are
Out.
Peace.
Straight shoot. Straight shoot. Straight shoot. Straight shoot. We politicking and conversating. We don't miss, we straight shooting. Load it up, keep the aim right, no sideways, we straight shooting. Podcast for the upper class, this dialogue's for real. And when the race is on, the events occurring and the crew has no chill. So watch out how you talk to kids, she a pretty girl that don't play. The mastermind and the mouthpiece is John Q and Dre. So tune in, cause we on now. Everybody go play it. Put your money on with your funny bone, cause we on the rap with Reds. We straight shooting to the east side, we straight shooting to the west. We straight shooting to the whole city, that's what we